Hey, Jules Plus Vegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. People, I'm running about a week late. I'm celebrating my 5 months of eating completely clean. 5 months, one day at a time. God is good. Yeah, why am I a week late? I have been sick. I'm a teacher. I work with kids, and they give you everything because they're so generous and loving. And I don't know if it's from the kids or not because I do have asthma as well, but whatever the case, I have been so sick and, having to do breathing treatments. This is my day 3 home from school, which if you know me at all, you know I hate missing school. I really do. It's a lot of work to miss school. But I had to honor myself, right? And so I thought, you know what? Take a shower, get in there, tell your story, encourage people to get clean. And that's what I want to do, perfectly imperfect. So one thing I was going to say is that 5 weeks ago, I challenged you guys and said, if you started that day, you would be 5 weeks clean by now. I would love to hear cricket. Anybody? Did anybody dare to take that challenge to eat more? To eat more of God's food and to be free of binging. People, that is my story. So yes, I've been vegan for a long time, but you can be junk food vegan. And I'm going to keep holding on to my chip. The energy feels so right. And again, I bought these chips for myself online. They're 12-step chips. And I bought 18 months worth because girl ain't playing, okay? I am getting well and I want to celebrate myself every time. So anyway, what happened was I put on a truckload of weight in the last couple of years. I was just doing junk food vegan. I absolutely stumped my body. I mean, all I could see was my 600-pound life coming. And no offense if that's your story, God bless you. But it was bad. And so I reached out because sometimes you need help, right? And I reached out to Freely the Banana Girl, which is also the frugivore diet and is also Raw Till 4. She's the founder of Raw Till 4. And I just said, I'd like to work with you for 1 month and look for some stability. If I waste your month, oh well. If I waste my money, oh well. Lord knows I have wasted my money a million times on binging, right? So I was just like, if it doesn't work, at least I tried because there was no end in sight. I couldn't stop cycling in my mind about food. I couldn't stop thinking of my next meal while I was eating my meal. I was crazed. And Freely dared to suggest that I freely eat as much fruit, as much vegetables, as much plant-based rice or beans or quinoa, whatever I wanted, as long as it was God's food, non-processed, and within like a proper amount of fat, like no excess stuff, right? So certainly no oils and just extra stuff. And our world is just full of extra stuff, isn't it? I mean, you can be vegan and have Oreos, vegan and have Lay's potato chips, vegan and have, what are those called? Impossible burgers. I mean, there's so many things. And you're not killing animals, but you're not getting well, and that's just note to self. So I dare to do her 1 month program and just surrender and just say, you know what? I'm going to make it 30 days. I am going to eat properly for 30 days, no matter what. And the incredible thing about it was that it wasn't white knuckling. It wasn't me going, how can I make it through the day? I've done this so many times. The calorie restricting, being so caught up and wondering how I can go to bed hungry because tomorrow's another day, just all those things. And she was like, no, you're not getting this. Eat more, eat more, eat more until you can't even stand eating another bite. And I'm like, yeah, but how's the weight going to come off? And she's like, trust me, it will come off. And that's always the question. Are you dropping a bunch of weight? Because I heard when people go plant-based, it just comes off overnight. No, I'm not. I'm not. My hair's growing healthy and long. I'm getting my cheekbones back. My eyes are bright. I have lost some weight. But no, for me, it's not falling off overnight. And that's okay. Because this isn't a flippant diet, right? I know how to diet. I know how to get all the weight off in 2 seconds. I know, but it's not sustainable. I gain it all back and more, and I've screwed up my body for the last time. I just can't do it again. I just won't do it again, you know? And I don't know where you are in your walk. I don't know if you still have wiggle room. I have no more wiggle room, right? I'm older and I've just abused my body too much and for too many years, and I'm just not going to do it. So when I say I've been eating clean for over 5 months, that's what I mean. God's food, as much as I want, non-processed. I've gone certainly to restaurants a couple of times. I've been, out to events a couple of times. And for those times, the food was still exactly right. It's exactly what I'm allowed to eat, and I enjoyed every bit of it. But was it absolutely perfect? Is there any chance there was some salt or some oil or something? Maybe. But just absolutely no consequence to that. Mostly, I make all of my own food, lots of fruit, tons of fruit, 1,000 calories at a time of fruit. Amazing raw till 4 dinners, meaning having those potatoes, having those yams, having the rice, having the quinoa. I think the biggest blessing in all of this is that I'm not afraid anymore to eat, because I just came from that insane diet mentality that just said, better watch it. Ooh, don't have a bite of that. Uh-oh, isn't that too much? Can't you go ahead and, drink a little more water to shut your stomach up because it's growling? Can't you have another pound of greens instead of more food? And it's like, there's so much freedom in knowing that you are allowed to actually eat food. And by you, I mean me. I am so free. People, you're just going to watch this transition continue to happen. And at the tail end of it, I'm going to be an older person who dared to eat more, got all the weight off, and has a strong, lean body, and I'm completely unafraid of food. You heard it here, Jules Plus Vegan. Sorry, I'm going to start drowning again. So, I'm just going to say, if you like 20s, if you haven't subscribed, let me know in the comments below how I may support you. Because I am around you guys. I do see your pop-up messages. I do support anyone I can. I'm just drowning. So happy everything at this time. Commit below. Ask me questions. It's the best way. And until we talk again, best of all, know that you're blessed.